Imagine discovering that your entire life has been a meticulously crafted illusion, broadcast to millions without your knowledge. It's a horrifying thought that still sends shivers down our spines, and that's exactly the unsettling brilliance of The Truman Show. 3 decades on from its release, Peter Weir's masterpiece doesn't just hold up, it feels eerily prophetic, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about privacy, reality, and the power of media in our modern world. Peter Weir, the talented Australian director, often gets overlooked as a visionary filmmaker because his movies don't stick to a single style or theme. Each one stands alone as a unique masterpiece. While his eerie exploration of mystery in Picnic at Hanging Rock, a film that's worth revisiting for its haunting atmosphere, might be his crowning achievement, his Hollywood ventures peaked with The Truman Show, starring the ever-versatile Jim Carrey. Nearly 30 years after hitting theaters, this film has only gained more depth and relevance, making us question how much of our own lives might be staged. At its core, The Truman Show serves as a biting satire on our obsession with watching others and the relentless manipulations of the media. It came out just 1 year before the reality TV sensation Big Brother, and it's tempting to see a direct link between them. Both delve into themes of constant surveillance and the blurred boundaries between what's real and what's just entertainment for profit. Hidden cameras capture every action, every emotion. But the crucial twist that elevates the movie to something morally profound is Truman's complete unawareness that he's the star of a global show. The story centers on Truman Burbank, a seemingly ordinary insurance salesman living in the idyllic coastal town of Sea Haven. Unbeknownst to him, this town is actually a vast, enclosed set built inside a dome. His family, his cheerful wife Meryl, played by Laura Linney, his loyal best friend Marlon, portrayed by Noah Emmerich, and even his mother, acted by Holland Taylor, are all professional actors paid to maintain the facade and keep the ratings high. Overseeing it all is Christoph, the omnipotent showrunner embodied by Ed Harris, who controls everything from a command center dubbed the Moon. When we first meet Truman, he's already yearning for escape, haunted by memories of Sylvia, the woman he loved who was abruptly removed from his life for disrupting the show's plans. Sea Haven's polished, sunny veneer hides its oppressive uniformity, where everything feels just a bit too perfect. As Truman's doubts intensify and the town's residents, all complicit actors, work tirelessly to keep him trapped in ignorance, the story turns deeply unsettling. It's the kind of creepiness that lurks in broad daylight, more unsettling than many horror films I've encountered, including the disturbing rituals of Midsummer. The film's tension builds early on, starting with a literal sign from above. A massive studio light crashes onto the street outside Truman's suburban home. From there, anomalies pile up, erratic radio signals and malfunctioning elevators, and we find ourselves rooting for Truman as he begins to pry open the layers of deception. Christoph, with his authoritarian flair, starts by trying softer tactics, using Truman's wife and mother as persuaders to maintain the status quo. When that doesn't work, he deploys his most potent tool, the best friend. And this is the part most people miss. It reveals the film's deeper allegorical power. In a pivotal scene, Marlon tries to convince Truman of the impossibility of a conspiracy, arguing, "If everyone else is in on it, I'd have to be too." But Marlon's words are scripted by the manipulative Christoph. Here, Weir draws parallels to real-world authoritarian regimes like the East German Stasi, where surveillance infiltrates even the closest relationships, turning personal conversations into tools of control. Emmerich's performance as Marlon masterfully portrays the emotional toll of conformity, the silent agony of sacrificing one's integrity to preserve the system. Jim Carrey delivers a phenomenal turn, and it's a testament to Weir's patience that he held out for Carrey during a year of pre-production. Carrey's wide, infectious smile and his signature greeting, "Good afternoon, good evening, and good night," capture the wholesome, optimistic spirit of mid-20th century American suburbia. He's so seamlessly integrated into this fabricated world that when his character finally awakens to the truth, it feels like a genuine awakening. Beneath his comedic charm, Carrey layers a simmering existential turmoil, making Truman's rebellion all the more powerful. One of the film's greatest feats is how it balances the magic and the illusion of filmmaking itself, like a magician pulling back the curtain mid-performance. The set is immaculately designed, every detail calculated to evoke emotion, yet Sea Haven still captivates us because it taps into our deepest aspirations and anxieties. It's no coincidence that Christoph exploits Truman's phobias to keep him confined. Think of how real-life fears, like the dread of the unknown, can trap us in comfort zones. Watching it again today, The Truman Show shifts its focus from mere voyeurism and media sensationalism to a broader commentary on the individual's struggle against societal structures. We've built a society steeped in solipsism. For beginners, that's the idea that our reality is shaped solely by our own perceptions, but here it means we're all curating our lives like personal Truman shows, hoping for an audience. But we're still ensnared by a capitalist system that commodifies everything, as evidenced by the film's pervasive product placements. Sea Haven is essentially a bubble of consumerism, trampling on personal freedoms for profit. But here's where it gets controversial. Does this make us all unwitting participants in our own surveillance states? Is social media the modern equivalent of Christoph's Dome, where we broadcast our lives willingly, trading privacy for likes and validation? It's a stark reminder of how technology has blurred the lines between entertainment and exploitation. The Truman Show is currently available for streaming on Stan in Australia and for rent in the US and UK. If you're looking for more streaming suggestions tailored to Aussie viewers, check out our guides here. What do you think? Is this film a cautionary tale about our digital age, or just an overblown satire? Do you agree that we're all a bit like Truman, performing for invisible cameras? Share your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you see it differently.